Alright guys, what's going on? Today we're back on the main account, this time for the Triple Elixir Global Tournament. We were rocking Giant Clone, of course, got up to 15 wins, and we're still going, got one more loss left. I just wanted to stop there and start the video, though. So I'll let you guys know how well we eventually do in the tournament. Could lose the first game, or we could keep going up until like 20 wins, hopefully. Yeah, so this deck right here, I might have showed this on the channel before, except I know for sure when I shared it, it would have had Sparky instead of Cannon Cart and Ewiz instead of Mother Witch. But yeah, Mother Witch definitely fits better in this deck than Ewiz, in my opinion. Like the whole like clone and like spam factor of this deck, like really synergizes well with like all the Mother Witch pigs and stuff. And the Mother Witch, if it's just clogged up behind all the like Dark Princes and Cannon Carts, it'll just get tons of value on the opponent's push coming in when you're defending. So that's why I have Mother Witch in there now, and especially like in Triple Elixir, Mother Witch is definitely be better because the Ewiz is much better in like single and double Elixir because it's like a slow card, like it shoots slowly, whereas the Mother Witch is like shooting super fast, and of course spawning the cursed pigs. That's why I have that in there, and then the Cannon Cart over Sparky as well. Not really well, yeah, definitely is a slow card, but it normally is really good in triple and double elixirs. You might be wondering why I replaced it with Cannon Cart. Well, that's because like it is more expensive and stuff, so it's like better like normally on ladder in triple elixir compared to like a cheaper card or something, you know. But Cannon Cart, again, like the Mother Witch, shoots a lot faster, so it's going to be a lot better in this mode. Because, of course, a lot of people are going to be running heavier decks, which are going to be including Electro Dragons and whatever else. Probably a lot of Zap spells even still. So the Sparky just takes too long to shoot when there's tons of spam just being thrown at you since it's triple elixir. So yeah, that's why I have the Cannon Cart in here. And then Tornado, I guess you could actually replace that with like arrows or something, because like the only reason, well, actually no, you need the Tornado for the Giant Skeleton Bomb and all that stuff. Never mind. Keep Tornado in for sure. And yeah, Dark Prince is really good for the Goblin Drills and all that. So yeah, we'll hop into the replays now. Some of the best replays I got. First, I'll show you what happens when your opponent. Yeah, this was a really tough game right here with Xe, Lightning, two of the biggest counters you can have. What happens when your opponent runs either E-Golem or normal Golem against you. So yeah, you can see my record here. I actually was starting off with like a Mega Knight spawner deck here, and I did not do too well with it. I got like 2 losses right away, and since then, once I actually started using this deck, I've only gotten, let's see, I've only gotten, okay, one. Yeah, I've only gotten 2 losses with this deck, so I've basically, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like 3. Or yeah, I was 2-2 with the Mega Knight Spawner deck. That is not the strat for this tournament. It's definitely Giant Skeleton Clone, at least for me. And I'm sure a lot of the other guys would be doing well with it as well, since it does not take a whole lot of skill or practice to pick up. So yeah, let's see, where was that one match? Good way to start off right here. This is what happens when your opponent is playing Golem, and of course is like probably not the most skilled as well. Absolute utter destruction in this match, you'll see. So right here, he's going with a Mega Minion. Have a feeling he's been building up a push into that lane. We go Giant Skeleton into it. Because at the very least, he's going to have to drop more Elixir into this lane to defend it, so we can just stack up defensive units. He's going to go with a Lightning right there in the Mother Witch and Giant Skeleton. But we know now that he's committed 6 Elixir to only damage a 6 Elixir card and take out a 4 Elixir card. So normally that might be a decent trade, but triple Elixir is being to spam behind that. So basically he added 6 Elixir for a spell, and we can add 6 more Elixir for free to build up more troops. That's why he's getting completely overrushed here. Never even gets the Golem down. We just rushed right in for the 3 crown right here, speed it up. Yep, didn't even get, well, he got with under 2 minutes left. That was nearly a 1 minute 3 crown. Absolutely insane right there. And I think the next match here was also complete and utter domination as well. This guy was using yeah, Elixir Dragon is definitely like why I don't have Sparky in this deck. One of the main reasons, besides like the Sparky being a bit too slow and Cannon Card just being a bit better in the meta in general. Yeah, but the Electric Dragon still super annoying in this deck against my Skeleton Dragons, against my Mother Witch even. If the Electric Dragon is protected behind, like, say if it was in the left lane right now, protected behind all that stuff, it would just be going to town on all my units. Taking out the Skeleton Dragons in probably like 4 or 5 shots. Even damaging the Dark Prince a lot, Cannon Card a lot too. So yeah, Electric Dragon always one of the harder cards to face for the Giant Skeleton clone deck here. But yeah, as you can see, he built up a big Elixir Golem push into us. Yeah, we have definitely a good matchup against Elixir Golem, which is really good considering that tons of people are going to be running Elixir Golem in this. Because I think that since it's triple Elixir, that the 4 Elixir the Elixir Golem will give is not that big of a deal, since, yeah, it's triple Elixir and all that. So, yeah, that was only the second to last match right there. And then we had another Golem match. I'm pretty sure this guy definitely lasted a lot longer here. So we'll show you this one, and then we'll get into some other matchups besides just E-Golem and normal Golem. So I'm pretty sure it's nearly the same deck here, but yeah, this dude definitely knew what he was doing a bit more. He's going to go with Night Witch in the back. We're going with Mother Witch. Really good counter there. So he's building up tons of units right there. And always, if the opponent's building up a big old push like that, always go right into it. Clone your units on defense. Never be afraid to like clone on defense there. Use skeleton barrels on defense too. Those really good, like distracting like the Mega Minion and stuff. So right here, we got that giant skeleton bomb on the Mega Minion. Get a Curse Pig out of there too. The Mother Witch is now going to town on the Baby Dragon. We got Skeleton Dragons there to clean up the Mega Minion and Bats as well. We're still going to get quite a bit of damage out of here. The Cursed Hog tanking for the half HP Skeleton Dragon. Half HP Skeleton Dragon tanking for the Mother Witch. Mother Witch gets a good bit of damage. I think we got like 500, 600 damage there. So now he's going to drop a Golem again, going for another push. We see that coming. We're going to go with all of our units on defense, all into the same lane, cloning it all up. Maybe not the best clone. We should have waited a bit more there, but we still get both the giant bombs onto the Golem and Baby Dragon there. We played a Baby Dragon right into it. Someone's got a Dark Prince right there to clean up those Golemites, but yeah, that was not the best defense for us. He's going to get really good lightning value there, and we're going to have to spend a bit more elixir than we like. Like, look at his elixir advantage right now. But we do, I guess, have quite a few units on the map right now. So we have a pretty big push right there, waiting for him to NATO, but unfortunately I cloned and he NATO'd at the same time. So not the best on my part. Next time, I'm pretty sure I learned from that and made sure to wait for the NATO. Yeah, always make sure you're waiting for the tornado. Not just in Golem decks, but any deck before you clone, if you know they're going to do it like that. So right there, we see the NATO. Now we're going to clone. Give the Skeleton Barrel clone the last second, so he has no time to respond to it. Even if he did have time to respond, he had didn't have his Bar Barrel or NATO in cycle, so he couldn't, or Bomb or even, so he couldn't counter the Skeleton Barrel skeletons. So right here, once you get the tower down, just keep on spamming into the 3 crown as long as you... or like a reasonable even in elixir. Right here we see that's not going to be working. He was defending it pretty well. So we were smart right there and decided to stop going for the 3 crown and focus on defense right there. That almost was pretty bad for us. Well, it will be pretty bad for us here, so I'm pretty sure you will end up taking the tower. Yeah, so we definitely overcommitted there going for the 3 crown since he was able to like keep defending and keeping his defensive units alive and then being able to counter push off that really hard. So yeah, I guess that's another tip for this deck. If your opponent's like defending all your stuff right there, always just make sure to like let it go, not like feed the defensive cards, because then they can get a massive counter push like that. So right here, pretty much resetting. We're both about even on damage and all that. Due to a slight misplay on our end, allowing him to have a massive counter push. Right here, he's going to have a super lucky tornado. I have no idea how that countered the second skeleton barrel, but it somehow did. We're still up by like 400 damage. It is our matchup. He's just getting like really lucky right now. We're making a few mistakes. So we're not going to let that get the best of us. We're going to come back here and get a massive push right here. Clone up everything in a second. His NATO cycle right now. We see that he's NATOing. Now we're going to clone. Doesn't matter that the skeleton barrel already popped. All those skeletons down is definitely a good thing. Distracting all of his defensive units. So now we're going to go giant skeleton at the bridge. We know his doesn't have a golem push or anything. Right here, he's feeding the giant skeleton bomb. So we just have to place skeleton dragons on top of all that to clean up the remaining bit of the lumberjack. And we're going to actually go with a Dark Prince in the pocket, trying to tank for the barrel. He still has NATO in hand, though, so it's not going to work out the best. Right here, not looking the best for us. That was a bit of an overcommitment. He's going to have a massive counter push right here. We only have a cannon card down, and he has a golem and a night witch down and a baby dragon. So we're definitely going to be taking some damage right here. I thought at this point I might have messed up too much, but thankfully we're going to have a really good NATO right there, getting everything into the giant skeleton bomb. He's going to actually mess up that NATO a little bit, so we're still pretty much right in it. His NATO's out of cycle too, so we can clone those skeletons right there, knowing that his NATO is out of cycle, even though the skeleton barrel already popped. Gonna go with an offensive NATO right there for a bit of damage. I thought that was gonna take the tower, but not quite, but it doesn't matter because there's 5 seconds left in overtime, so it is gonna be our win. Really close game right there. Really good game as well. Of course, we got a BM. It's a completely troll tournament, so make sure to BM after every match. All right, then this game right here, this is actually a bit tight as well. This guy had really low levels. I'm definitely guessing this was an alt account or something. Yeah, he has 12 wins. It doesn't look like he has a classic or grand challenge win. This guy was actually playing really well, and he only had some of the cards level 7, level 8. But yeah, I will probably show that matchup because that was actually because none of the cards being that. Just the Goblin Cage and E-Spirit being that low level don't really affect anything in Triple Elixir since everything else was tournament standard. Another Eagle match right here. This is actually a really good matchup to show what happens when you face a cycle deck, and then yeah, that'll probably be it for the video right there. Everything else is just kind of random decks. So I'll show this one right now. This Royal Recruits Royal Hogs deck. Fireball bait. Yeah, definitely not our matchup by any means. It's, I'd say, pretty even, to be honest. So right here, just gonna go split Royal Hogs, then a Goblin Cage on defense, going with Zappies in the back as well. So we're just going with the Dark Prince behind the Giant Skeleton, trying to get a massive push set up already, but he's gonna actually end up having the Fireball right there. Yeah, this deck he's using was really popular a while ago, but it kind of died off, I think. It's a lot less Fireball bait and stuff now, it seems like. But right here, it's going to be a really good start for us. We're just about going to, or we are going to take the right-hand tower, I believe, yes. And we are able to stop his massive Zappies Royal Hogs push. So we see that he's also probably down Elixir. He's fireballing our Mother Witch. Well, he should definitely be focusing on the left side right there. Or never mind, this might have been, definitely my matchup. I don't know. I thought he came back, though, because, yes, at this point, he was definitely up Elixir, and he's able to come back. So, yeah, definitely was not a complete easy win for me. I remember this matchup now. All right, yeah. Bit of a misplay on the Mother Witch before I should have played it to the left-hand side there to support the Giant Skeleton. Right here, we got the Skeleton Barrel going in overhead, just going to clone up everything to make sure all those defensive units die. That's one of the most important things because you're going so hard on the offense. You got to make sure their defensive answers are also dying when your offensive push is dying. So, yeah, right there we got a Flying Machine coming in. Nothing to really take that out. And we have E-Spirit, Royal Hogs push coming in the other side. We're just going to make the smart play there and decide to let him take the tower. Going to go all in on offense. But, of course, he's actually kind of learning our deck at this point because I'm assuming... Yeah, it's definitely another advantage of this deck is that obviously, not a whole lot of people have ever seen anything like this. It's a somewhat, this deck is, not just something I made up. It's been used a while ago. I think it was more popular about a year ago or half a year ago, back when Giant Skeleton was actually good. But yeah, most likely your opponent's not going to have any idea what you're running. So at this point, he is, getting his card cycle a lot better to counter my pushes and all that. But he's actually going to go in on the King Tower right here. Definitely a mistake. He thought he could probably 3-crown me. Or he might have thought that I was going to be dropping more units on the left-hand side to support my push there. So that's maybe why I went for the 3 crown, but definitely not the right move. Probably thought he could easily take my left-hand tower since he's going to even cycle back to Royal Hogs right here. I thought this would be going in like overtime here because that Royal Hog somehow got a shot. But the Fireball is not going to be enough, and he's going to lose by 3 HP right there. Made sure to BM every possible second from that. So yeah, really good game to that guy. Let's go on to the final match of the video. What happens when you face a Cycle deck? This dude is running Goblin Drill Cycle with Dart Goblin. We don't have any arrows or log or anything like that. We have the Dark Prince for the Goblin Drill, so that's good for us. But then Tesla, Princess, and Dark Goblin, and his arrows against our stuff is going to be super annoying. So this is definitely his matchup in my opinion. Yes, especially those arrows for the Skeleton Barrel and for all our clone units. And then the Princess and Dark Goblin is chipping everything down with us having like pretty much no way to kill any of it. So you'll see right here how I was able to end up actually winning this match. I'm pretty sure this was the only actual cycle deck that I played here. Yeah, pretty much all of this stuff is going to be the same if you're facing like Expo or like any minor deck. As long as they have like Tesla and just a Tesla cycle deck like this, it's all going to be pretty much the same thing. Like it might be their matchup or something even more if like say it's like, I don't know, Expo and there's some insane Expo player or something. Or they have like Tornado or something, for example, to really counter the clone. But yeah, this one, not an impossible matchup, but definitely leaning in his favor. Since he has like 2 cards we can't do anything about, and the Tesla just, well, 3 cards we can't do anything about, actually. With the Dark Goblin there. So like we're pretty much just having to like try to NATO the Dark Goblin and Princess twice to kill them. Meanwhile, his princesses at the bridge are just getting an insane amount of value. His arrows getting an insane amount of value. My clone push right there. The Mother Witch actually is going to get a good amount of damage right here with the Cursed Pig tanking for it and with the Skeleton Barrel tanking for it. So we're going to get quite a bit of damage right there. But look, he still probably has... We have like... yeah, his tower down to 1,300. Well, meanwhile, he has all of our towers... Well, both of our towers halfway down as well. So definitely in his favor right now. He's going with another Princess in the back. We're going... just trying to set up a push again. Waiting for that Goblin Drill to come in. Dark Prince is out of cycle because obviously his cycle is a lot faster, so we're having to adapt. And I found out that playing just dropping a Skeleton Barrel on top of the drill is really efficient. Look at that NATO right there, getting all the Princesses and Dark Goblin to the same lane because we know we're going to be able to kill all those defensive units with our push right there. So yeah, pretty much half the time we have to do Dark Prince, which is really good, and then the other half of the time we have to do Skeleton Barrel, but then he caught on to that and started arrowing the skeletons once the barrel popped on top of there, so we're having to do all sorts of weird stuff to counter the drill. Dark Prince and Giant Skeleton on at that time. He's getting lots of value. You can see right there with all the defensive princesses, doing a really good job making sure to build those up since he has... since he now knows that we have definitely no way of taking those out. Are going to get 2 Cursed Pigs out of the drill right there. Right here is when we pretty much realized we did have still a chance because he fireballed the Mother Witch on my tower right there. Got definitely too greedy going for the damage and all that, so we see that we can go all in on offense. Because if he fireballed those Skeleton Dragons and Giant Skeleton at the bridge, that probably would have been a good game for him. He probably would have won. But that one mistake right there definitely cost him the game and allowed me to pick up the win right there. Which is all fair in my opinion considering how badly the beginning of the tournament went for me and how absolute hard countered I was in this matchup. So that kind of made up for it, I guess. Yeah, Lightning and Executioner definitely... insanely good against all this stuff here. The Lightning, killing the whole cannon cart and Mother Witch usually, just insanely annoying. Killing your counter push because this deck is all about just like spamming and counter pushing and all that. So if you don't have a counter push when they lightning all your stuff, then yeah, that's kind of a rip. So I hope this deck is able to help you guys also get 15 wins, get all the rewards and all that. Super easy to pick up. I've pretty much haven't played this deck in probably a few months or something, or at least since the last like Infinite Elixir tournament or whenever that was. And I went 15-4 right now. Hopefully get to 20 wins here. I'll probably make another video if I do get to 20 wins. I kind of doubt it, but I'll try. So yeah, I'll make another ladder pushing video. I've actually been using the double barrel bait deck on ladder, even though my goblin or dark goblin's only level 10, and it has actually been working pretty well. It's been working better than classic bait in my opinion. So I'll be making a ladder pushing video on that, and maybe 2.6 hog as well. I've been playing that a little bit, just kind of as a challenge to myself, since all the cards are kind of like level 11 and 12 there. But yeah, we'll be seeing you for the next ladder pushing video.